Hello, and welcome to the Good Goose podcast. Zach.
I'm
Zach, how are you?
good. It's been a good Saturday, pretty chill. I woke up, had some Oreo O's, balanced breakfast.
Wait, whoa, no, hold on. Oreo O, they still make Oreo O's?
Yeah, they discontinued them for like a good decade, and then I think like 3 or so years ago they brought them back, and now they're just like available all the time.
I guess because we realized just a few years ago that the world's on fire, everything's ending. We might as well bring back Oreo O's, because the people who were complaining about how cereal is just like it's just sugar.
It's just sugar.
It's just like
most of the time.
It's watery cookies. Cookie Crisps are still around, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm not actively looking for cereal because I'm lactose intolerant, but like I'll walk down the aisle because it has all the other breakfast stuff, and I'll see all the vast like different like Fortnite cereal or Simpsons cereal or like all the different like brands and stuff, and then I'll see the classics. I'll see like Honey Nut Cheerios, which is probably like the best case scenario if you have to choose, or like CT Crunch, or Reese's Puffs. I guess is it's the cousin of Oreo O's. It was around before.
It was. And that's like what you would consider part of your standard echelon of sugary cereals.
Yeah, well, because you think of like the well, now I'm blanking. You're thinking of Captain Crunch. You're thinking of
Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles. Yeah.
It's
now. See, I love cereal.
Right.
I always have. I've been a cereal boy my whole life. The problem is when you hit late 20s, you start to go, I probably shouldn't be eating a bowl of sugar for breakfast.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
And you have to dial it back. You have to make peace with that in your life.
Well, and
you don't, and then you kill yourself.
The older the older you get, the
unalive yourself. Sorry,
Jesus, we're only a few minutes in. You're either growing out of it because you're getting busier and busier with work, grinding yourself into dust at your job, and so you need to find something more on the go than sitting down at a table and eating a bowl of cereal. Or you grow out of it because you get lactose intolerance, like a lot of us, or because you get sick of eating sugary soup.
Well, nobody said I got sick of it. I didn't get sick of it. I just had to make peace with the fact that I'm an old man now, or older man now. But I've found a happy medium, and what that is one, to your point, I don't have time to eat cereal on the weekdays, just because of work.
Right.
So I eat oatmeals on the weekdays, and then on weekends, if I want, then I can have. Well, I skipped a part where I initially only buy cereal thinking this will be a good snack or a treat.
Right.
Like instead of a sleeve of Chips Ahoy or whatever, I'll just have a bowl of sugary, sweet cereal.
See, now,
and then what happens is I do that thinking like it's only going to be for these small portions, and then inevitably it gets to the weekend, and I'm like, well, I can just eat that for breakfast.
Right.
And so that's why I had Oreos today.
See, and I guess maybe because my body told me, hey, you can't do this anymore. You will make yourself sick. But at the same time, I'm a hypocrite because I had like 6 slices of bacon and 3 eggs for breakfast this morning. I was very hungry. I stayed up late and I did not eat for like a span of maybe 12 hours. So my body was like, I need sustenance. I woke up very hungry.
I don't think anyone, if you were to put Oreos and eggs and bacon on 2 platforms and be like, pick the one that's least unhealthy for you, they'd be like, oh yeah, Oreos is a cornerstone of breakfast food.
I think the right person, the people who are intelligent and know better, know that both of those options are terrible. Right?
Eggs are bad. In moderation, eggs are fine.
Right? No. But I mean, like the bacon. It was the bacon that
sure
brought everything that I had down. But like I had that sleeve of bacon for like 2.5 weeks, so I needed to cook it.
Is that still good?
That's still good. I'm sure it's still good. It was open and everything.
Cut to 20 minutes from now, we're like, oh no.
I ate breakfast at like 4.5 hours ago, so I think we're all right. I think we're gonna be good.
How have you been, other than your bacon escapade?
I've been good. I've been finishing up a lot of shows and just kicking back. Unfortunately, I haven't been streaming as much because I'm a little bit busy in my personal life trying to deal with. Uh, we are moving out of this apartment, my roommate and I, and just trying to getting everything settled. I still have yet to break down any of my room, which is not a good sign. But I have
Well,
like,
it's always good to leave till the last minute.
well, I have 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks, but I do plan on doing
Yeah,
that
look,
this
look,
weekend.
I've been there too, man. I've been there too. You're like, oh yeah, I have 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks, and then you get to halfway through that week, and you're like, I have a week and a half. I have a week and a half, and then
I have
suddenly it's an
significantly
hour
less than
before
you.
you have to get out of there.
I have significantly less than you. One, I don't have pets to take care of. Two, I don't have nearly as much furniture. In fact, my bed, ladies, is an air mattress, so I don't have to worry about storage for that. Um, and yeah, like literally my whole life can fit into probably like 4 boxes, guaranteed. It's always been that way, you know. Other than like some furniture, we're throwing out the chairs that we have. We have a recliner and like a kind of lazy boy type chair, but they're old, so we're getting rid of those. It's just the I'm pretty sure I got this from you, the TV stand that I have.
Yeah, the gigantic fucking TV stand that's
That's
made of like bricks.
yeah, not
Except it's
actually
not bricks, it's just solid fucking wood.
solid mahogany. And it's probably the one thing that I'm worried about, especially because we live on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Moving anywhere. But other than that, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. That's coming towards the end of August, literally like the day before. It's on August 30th. So yeah, just dealing with that. So we haven't been streaming as much on this channel anymore, but I do plan on working on that. And you actually are working out
I
some
have
of the
some
kinks
stuff,
of yours.
some stuff in the works.
So you won't have to look at just my face in the thumbnails anymore. But yeah, Zach, have you been watching anything fun?
I have been watching some things. Before I get into the depressing part of my rewatch week, I have been Casey and I have been watching Schitt's Creek. Just
Oh,
whenever
that is depressing.
whenever we're eating, it's our mealtime show now. And so I think we're about halfway through season 2 at this point.
You've seen it before, though?
No, it's the first time I'm going through it.
Oh, okay. Well,
She's seen it. She's watched it all.
right.
But it was one of those shows where she was like, "I really think you should watch this. I think you'd like it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would," because anytime a clip pops up, I think it's funny.
Mm.
I never sat down and watched it. So now we're being productive in our productive time.
Right. What do you think so far?
It's good. It's good. It hasn't reached the point, and I know, as is the case with a few like critical darlings like this, that it's not until a little later that it supposedly picks up steam. But I'm liking it at the moment. It's popcorn.
Exactly.
Fun.
Yeah, for me, it did take a little bit. It took probably closer towards the end of the second season for me to even like, oh, I'm interested in watching the next episode. But D, our mutual friend and co-host of Barely Playing, and my roommate actually both incentivized me into continuing to watch it. And my roommate watched it alongside me, and I thought it was fun.
I'm laughing.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not like dying laughing yet, but there are times where like it gets a hearty chuckle from me.
Right. It starts off very much like you have this expectation that these characters are a lot like It's Always Sunny characters, where they're kind of like they're not good people. Only until like the town and everything kind of changes them to be more accepting, and it's a very heartwarming show by the end of it. Trust me.
Yeah, I went into it familiar with that aspect. So when when I was watching season 1, it wasn't like this is gonna be like the same as Sunny, where Sunny starts off as these people who are marginally okay. Like they're shitty people, but they're like, yeah,
Right.
if you catch them in the right context, are they like, oh wow, they're awful. They're just like kind of your standard jackass
Right.
that
Right.
you would
Right.
meet, you know. And then as you continue into Sunny, it goes off the fucking rails. Like these are fucking insane people. like, um, uh, so knowing that it didn't go that route when we started with season one, I don't know if it necessarily changed my perception of the show. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't waiting for it to devolve. I was waiting for it, and I'm still waiting for it to evolve.
Right.
If that makes sense. Um, but yeah, I'm liking anytime we sit down for a meal, other than the the food part. Um, and then the other thing I was focusing on watching this week, as part of the trash fire that is Warner Media Discovery, or Discovery Warner, whatever. I can never remember the
Warner
conglomerate.
Bros. Discovery
Yeah,
is what it's called.
they when it came out that they were dumping something like 30 animated shows in the middle of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I have other avenues to watch this, but at the moment, I want to watch Infinity Train again, legitimately.
Right.
Um, and yeah, now it's gone. I got about halfway I got from season one to halfway through season three on a rewatch. And then less than 48 hours, no, less than 24 hours after that, because I started watching it when I was going to bed that night.
Mm-hmm.
Came back the next night, gone, just off the service.
Just wiped. It's not only HBO Max. They got rid of it on YouTube, on
Yeah, all
Spotify.
mentions in social media.
Like it
Yeah,
doesn't exist.
I had even downloaded the soundtrack. It was a season one soundtrack and the single from season four that the two main characters made. I had those downloaded on my phone. Went to go check after I noticed that they weren't on HBO Max anymore. The show wasn't on HBO Max anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, sure enough, my downloads just didn't work on
Yeah.
Spotify. So
Yep.
yeah, it sucks. I believe they're still available on iTunes for purchase. I've seen a lot of people say that, get them while you can. Um, I would also caution you on that route as well, just because we've seen in the past, just as recently as this year, that purchasing digital media doesn't even always guarantee that you have access to it. Now, if you purchased it and then made a physical copy of it, that's one thing. But
Right.
just having the digital media itself doesn't always guarantee that you're going to continue to have access. I believe it was the Sony Media Store on PlayStation shut down this year. And yeah, if you had made any purchases on that, they're just gone. Sorry if you didn't have any physical backups, but yeah.
What sucks is that like they know what they're doing, right? The people who are in the boardrooms who are making these decisions, and they're doing it explicitly as a tax write-off just to offset the debt that they have. I mean, they've already laid off a ton of people. I don't have an exact number, but
I believe it was 70. But just this week, it was 70 people from from specifically HBO Max's reality
right.
sector.
Which is weird because it seems like they're pushing more towards reality TV.
Right, but they want the Discovery brand reality.
Right, which is
they axed
odd.
a bunch of HBO Max original reality,
like F-Boy Island.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago they did that, and this is just kind of a continuation of all that fucking shit.
I don't understand why, like, especially when they're going to be focusing more on their content. Like they're subsidizing a brand that they decided to purchase, and they're just they're basically taking it out back and shooting it like Old Yeller. much to the dismay of literally everyone in the entertainment industry, who is saying like, what the fuck? You are literally killing any goodwill that you possibly had from the purchase of this company, and you're killing a brand and a legacy of that brand. It's not just HBO Max, it's Warner Brothers. It's Studio Ghibli has other avenues. A lot of these programs luckily are also on other programs. Infinity Train, I believe you can still access on Amazon Prime, can't you?
No, I don't believe so. You could buy up until 2 days ago, you could buy the physical media release of season 1 and 2 on Amazon.
Right.
Digitally, I don't know if they're still, like I said, I don't know if they're still available there, but they were available on iTunes. But seasons 3 and 4 were HBO Max exclusives.
Right.
And so, other than the iTunes buying, there's no physical release for those.
Yeah. And
So
they
there's
never
just
that was years in the making too. Like that was the writing on the wall years and years ago when we found out that not only were they not continuing the series, they're not even releasing physical media of the third and fourth season. Like because it's going to be just a streaming show.
yeah,
And so
yeah. That's on it. That's just Infinity Train too. That's not even taking into account a bunch of other shows, which fortunately I never really got a chance to watch. And
yeah.
I've seen Summer Camp Island. A bunch of people apparently very much loved that show, and that's gone. OKKO is gone.
Mao
Um,
Mao,
Mau Mau, yeah, just a bunch of
Close Enough.
yeah, Close Enough, which just aired its 3rd season.
Yeah.
Summer Camp Island was about to air its 3rd season. Supposedly, they after all this, the creators of that show have had conversations with Cartoon Network, and they're saying that they're still going to be airing that season
Right.
next year on the channel. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's a rough spot for all creators involved. I am just heartbroken for them. It sucks that in the midst of all this, Cartoon Network is attempting to celebrate their 30th anniversary.
It's already
Um,
30 years old.
it's 30 years old, yeah.
Wow.
And specifically Cartoon Network. I don't know if you knew this. Cartoon Network was it came about when Ted Turner acquired Warner Media or Warner Brothers, and wanted to make sure that all the Hanna-Barbera stuff was what is that?
October 1st, 1992.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the classical cartoons that they acquired license to were what's the word? Like not retained, but where you preserved. They were preserved.
Yeah.
And so now after all these cells, it's just kind of it's depressingly ironic what's going on with the catalog. And to that point, there's 200. They just randomly chucked 200 Sesame Street episodes in the bin.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
They didn't.
It's just like
it's
man.
random too. It's not like specific ones because of like cancel culture or whatever, what have you. It's because I literally don't know. I researched it. And
supposedly, I don't know if the Sesame Street episodes are bundled in with this, but the shows, the animated shows that they got rid of, it's supposedly due to residual checks.
Right. They don't want to pay the creators.
Right. Previously, shows that were dumped, like the aforementioned reality shows, and then the Batgirl movie, Scoob 2, all that. That's supposedly for tax reasons.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking mess, man. This is what happens when you hire business people to cut costs in creative fields. They don't give a shit what is being affected. They just want best margin.
At the very least, what I don't understand is why they couldn't try to offset all of these costs instead of axing personnel, instead of literally destroying relationships with creators that have had a business relationship with the company that you just acquired. Why not just sell those properties to other
Hey,
streaming services?
here's an idea too. Well, if they sold it, then that would be them giving their competitors money, theoretically.
Right,
That's
but
how
they
these people look at this. They don't care. They don't, no, no, no. You're asking from a perspective of like, we care about the people wanting to watch this, or we care about these shows. They don't give a shit. They care about one thing, and it's the fucking money. If you're talking about ways to offset costs, theoretically, best case scenario, if you come in as the new CEO and you're like, I'm going to find a way to get a $3 billion windfall uh, by within the first year of full operations, because there was like a gap year between the original Discovery acquisition and now,
yeah,
where you have to like wait until you can really do anything. If Zaslav, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right,
doesn't matter. Aslev.
uh, if he wants to get a $3 billion windfall, how about you take $3 billion out of your $230 billion signing bonus or whatever the fuck it was? You'll still be rich as hell, and then you won't have all this bad fucking press. But that's the thing. That would be the easy fix. They don't care. They don't like. It's all it is to fucking come away with the most money possible, and like
They would have
I
made
don't.
more money from a sale of the properties that they're shelving that is never going to be seen. Like, instead of like axing Batgirl, release it theatrically. You will make your money back. Like,
Well, yeah.
even if it made literally exactly its money back, it made its $90 million budget plus whatever market. I mean, they didn't have to do any marketing. They could just say, "Hey, Batgirl coming out like 2 weeks from now," and then people would be like, "Oh, okay." Um, they would have made more money than if they had just written it off entirely.
Here's the thing, and I understand that there's a lot of moving parts to this because
Sure, we're not
when
geniuses.
AT&T acquired Warner Media, right? Um, they just started throwing money at the fucking wall, to the point where when Discovery bought Warner off of AT&T, because AT&T is like, we're in the fucking, you know, the reason why AT&T bundled HBO Max with fucking mobile plans and shit, it's because they needed some sort of customer growth to gain more revenue off of it.
Right.
They were in the hole after that purchase, and they never really recovered from it. So to recoup some of the losses, they sell to Discovery. Discovery, in when they buy from AT&T, they then acquire their debt as well
Right.
from, or Warner's debt anyway, um, which has all this like ridiculous spending. I get it. You got to find ways to cut costs and, you know, meter your debt amount, and all that. My thing is, if you're going to buy something that at that point is being celebrated for its vast catalog, you look at the satisfaction rate for HBO Max like just 2 months ago, right?
Yeah.
Highest rated satisfaction rate out of all of the streaming services.
Over Netflix.
You specifically acquire them for their catalog, theoretically, because their streaming services, like at the time, you think because of their streaming services, it's a success. Your in-house Discovery streaming service is kind of tanking, unless someone is specifically subscribing to watch fucking 90 Day Fiance or some
The
shit.
beginning of Apple TV all over again. For one specific show.
And you're like, okay, this will help broaden our catalog a little bit. Why then is that the part you axe? You have so many interchangeable reality shows on your own fucking service, and like the I just don't like, that's the part I don't get. Like, why waste the money acquiring the catalog if you're just going to burn it to the fucking ground?
Right.
It's one thing to say like, you know, we're going to acquire this catalog and then we're going to pivot. You know, we're not going to do so much of this anymore, or you know, we're going to take a different strategy. You know, lean more into reality. The confusing bit about this is when you make the buy, you factor in what
The
you
debt that they're getting.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know. It's just baffling
They couldn't
to
wait
me.
one calendar year.
If I was on that board, I would be scratching my fucking head. And now they're talking about how HBO Max is going to be dead within a year because it's going to be completely new service combining Discovery
Mm-hmm.
and HBO catalogs. Originally, it sounded like they were just going to fold Discovery into HBO Max, but now it's sounding like they're just going to can the whole thing completely.
Yeah.
And I've seen some people speculating that maybe a bunch of these animated shows that they've thrown in the bin are going to come back within that new service, and they'll renegotiate revenue streams for the artists involved. Regardless, I don't think that's true. I think they wouldn't go through all this fucking trouble and not comment on it
Right.
if they were just going to bring it back in a year.
I think
I think it's fucking gone.
I think the same people who would make these creative decisions to absolutely cut out the creatives from any sort of potential revenue just to hold out their bottom line, to keep themselves in the black, or to try to push themselves back into the black. Back in black. Sorry.
But even if it were the case that they're going to fold this back
They
in,
wouldn't do that, yeah.
which again I don't think they are. But if they did do that, how can you get around how fucking scummy this is? Like,
it's the worst kind of PR, man.
It is like tycoon, like cartoonish tycoon evil.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Mr. Burns type of.
If this kind of shit was described in a show, the criticism would be it's a little on the nose, right? Mm-hmm. But now, like, everything's so fucking cartoonish anyways, it's like all gloves are off.
Yeah.
Like
the real world, like everything outside of all of this is just like, no one's, I mean, people were shocked when we started hearing the news about all of this. And then the investors meeting and everything, and people discovering more and more. But like when they started to realize, oh wait, it's 2022 and everything else that's happening, this makes sense. This is in line with how shitty everything is going right now. It's just a fucking bummer.
Yeah. And if you want to know specifically the kind of guy that Zaslav is, you can just go look up some of the interviews he's done, or recounting of comments he's made. And like the guy has a distaste for the anything beyond fucking business. Mm. Like he should not be in charge of a media company for one, but like it's just crazy right now. So unfortunately, if you can, like I said, I think Infinity Train and a bunch of the other shows that got canned are still available on iTunes. But if they're not, it pretty much every creator who was part of these shows has come out and say, yeah, now the only way you can watch these is pirating them.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So Zach, let me get a question out of you, or let me get an answer out of you. If someone decided to purchase the physical media of, say, Infinity Train or any of the other shows that got canceled, are we supporting Warner Brothers Discovery, or are we supporting the artists? Are they still getting the residuals from that?
So I believe any sort of, and the residual thing is confusing at the moment. Like I don't understand all the ins and outs of like who on the team gets because there's some people who do get residuals and some people who don't.
Producers and all that.
So if there's anyone who gets a residual, it's going to be off of stuff like iTunes, because at the moment, I said earlier, up until about a day or two ago, you could get the physical media releases of some of these off of Amazon. That is no longer the case. The only people who are selling these on Amazon still are third-party sellers. So even if you buy those, it's not going to Discovery or Discovery Warner, but it's also not going to creators. Right. And I think that's the sticky part that a lot of these people find themselves in. Like it's so, and it's purposefully vague and nebulous in certain, like these business people make it a point to make these contracts as difficult and convoluted as possible, right?
Mhm.
Because they don't want to pay you. They want as much for as little as possible. So yeah, I think if I still think the bulk of the money for a sale is probably going to Discovery at this point. But that's not discounting any of the residuals that somebody might be getting off of something like iTunes. That being said, again, if you see a physical release floating around, like with all this, Alex Hirsch was saying, "Hey, by the way, we did a physical release through Shout Factory for Gravity Falls.
Mhm.
It's really fucking good. Has great commentary tracks on it. You should get it." And some people are like, "Hey, are you getting anything off of this?" And he's like, "I'm pretty sure I'm not, but if I did, it's not a big if not, it's not a big deal. I just want you guys to see it." And that's what a lot of these creators are landing in. So yeah, I mean, I would say maybe take a look at if you're interested in a show, maybe take a look at one of the main creators' Twitter feeds. Like they've basically all been active through this
Mhm.
whole thing, just going through what I can imagine a range of emotions. Most of them have made comments on piracy and availability. So, and most of the time, it's in the positive because they're just like, well, I can't really fault you if the distributor is saying you can't fucking watch this, you know?
What I will say is that I can see this sparking a change in um maybe it's the hopeful side of me. Maybe there's a little spark of like hope that something like this on such a grand scale that happens. Hopefully, the right people with the right means have the ability to make this into something better. Cartoon Network, like you said before, was founded because of everything else that a very similar type situation, and there's always a new avenue and a new route for these shows and these properties. But I definitely think we here on Goose don't condone piracy, but support the creators in any which way you can. Don't pirate um, media that is owned by a big corporation. Don't do that. That's illegal. Am I
Hey, maybe we should be revisiting the efficacy of physical media.
right? And I hate
Um,
that. I hate that because and I was a huge physical media guy, and then I
it takes
eventually
up
we
space.
it
It takes up
does.
space.
We were literally talking about this at the beginning of the podcast about me moving and how I don't have that much stuff. I don't want to do that all over again.
That being said, I have a huge box full of physical media. I love physical media.
Yeah.
And it may not always be displayed, but I have it.
Places like
So
half price books or like
and
midway stores are definitely going to see a large rise in business in
and
the
I
following
I
months.
I wish we lived in a world where you could depend on digital markets, right? I wish we lived in a world where you didn't have to wonder, hey, technically, if Steam ever vanished, would my library of 500 games just vanish with it? And they've said it won't. You'll have access to it, but
You know,
I don't know.
you never know, and that's exactly why certain websites like GG exist. Like oh, I won't start listing them all off, but there's places where you can get them DRM free, where you could just you have the game physically on your PC. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, yeah, and we like as you know people who like to watch movies, TV shows, animated things, that kind of stuff. Just watch things in general.
Mhm.
I don't know why I made that so complicated. Um, w- in the last couple of years, I think we've grown used to the availability of a lot of things. And especially with something like HBO Max. HBO Max has only been around for like 2 or 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, the catalog expanse was just kind of insane. Just and with things that weren't even as readily available before. People were talking about how like hard it was before to find stuff like Billy and Mandy or Courage, or you'd have one physical DVD release that was in standard definition in every 10 years or whatever. Um, and so I think we're reeling back towards that, where these distributors and rights holders are looking at things not from a preservation point of view.
May 2020 is when HBO Max came out.
But from a economic view,
Right.
if you could decrease costs of hosting by chopping down your catalog by 20% or whatever, a guy like Zaslav is probably going to fucking do that because he doesn't deem that 20% to be worth paying the extra money, right? Like, and it could be fucking pennies, which is essentially what this is. It's penny pinching. So,
hey Daniel, thanks for following.
Hey, thanks for following.
I'm trying to find out. It's not Discover because that's the fucking card company. Discovery. Although aren't they technically under? Let's look at Warner Brothers stock. Hey, they're up. I'm a bad person and invested once. I literally chunked like a couple of dollars just to see. And yeah, it's over the last several months. Look, you could fucking look at it. I don't want to pull it up on like a browser or anything. That's a month.
I like that sharp increase and then way drastic decrease.
Oh yeah, it's technically it's above the line right now. It's only 41 cents right now. It's trading up, but it's staying pretty consistent because people are kind of waiting for the next shoe to drop, which is coming sooner rather than later because they did announce in that investor meeting that they do plan on, like you said, shutting down HBO Max and just it's so sad.
Hey, by the way, while all this is going on, they're still wanting, well, Zaslav specifically is still wanting to release that movie with a convicted felon in it.
Wait, what? What movie?
The Flash.
Oh yeah, The Flash. Somehow that over everything else. The movie that ballooned into like was over $200 million in production budget alone. Like that's not including marketing. Like they haven't even marketed it on like ads on YouTube or whatever, which doubles basically the budget itself. So think about a $400 million movie that is go ahead. It's being released anyway. And we're never going to see Batgirl. We're never going to see you know what? Let's move on. I want to move on to the thing that was going to make me happy.
So yeah, that was my depressing end of the week.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. I want to leave the country, Zach. I want to move away.
Okay.
So with that being said, I thought we would play a fun little game, if that's all right.
Yeah. This won't go well, but yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well,
I suck at geography, by the way.
We are going to play a little game of. Oh, is it not going to pop up? Is it not going to pop up? Whoa, no, that's not good. That's why. Here it is. Play a little game of GeoGuessr. Hey, is it too big? Should we make it smaller? We're gonna keep it this size.
I trust you.
Okay. There we go. So, with that being said, Zach, you're gonna help me out with this, okay?
Okay.
We're gonna do landmarks. We'll start off with landmarks. Is that
okay?
Okay. So we might even get some American landmarks. All right. First round. We're gonna try to get the top goal. The goal is 15,000 points. Okay.
Okay.
How are you feeling so far? Where are we?
Is this Notre Dame?
I don't know. I don't see any hunchbacks. That's the only reference I have.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that a clue?
Got it. I assume that's the flag. I don't know what it is.
It's definitely not in America. We can all agree.
I would guess wherever Notre Dame is.
Where's Notre Dame?
I don't know.
How the fuck do you not know that?
I told you I'm terrible at geography.
Who's
That guy,
That guy is like a handsome mixture of both of us.
a
So,
footballer.
all right, it's France. So let's go to.
It's also under construction, and I think that's
This is
because
definitely before.
there was that fire. I think that's
Wait, there's a city called Brest in France.
FCB. Oh gosh.
I don't know, man.
This
Lyon. We're gonna France.
but just pick the place where the fucking.
I don't know where Notre Dame is. I want to go
You
as
were
close
giving
as
me
possible.
shit for not knowing where it is.
I want to go as close as possible, man. But let's just say Dijon. Is that the mustard?
Yeah, that's it. This is going swimmingly.
I'm
just pick a place.
Okay, I'll just pick the middle of France. Pick the middle of France. It was not. It was in.
Okay.
It was in Spain.
Barcelona. So that wasn't Notre Dame.
Barcelona. It's Barcelona.
Oh, FCB. Yeah, Football Club Barcelona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at that third clue.
It's there for a reason.
Okay, so we know where we are. Right?
Do we?
Yeah.
Do we?
I know.
I recognize that is a thing I've seen.
Oh, good Lord.
I don't remember what it's called.
A different time period. Who are all these people? Do you not recognize this?
It was like the No, not the Parthenon.
Look, there's. God, is that Bach? Is that Bach?
It's Mozart. I believe.
It's Mozart. So Belgium. What's this? Open hours.
Table dance.
Table dance. All right. Yeah.
Table dance bar.
So we don't think. I thought this was going to be. Okay, so yeah, bratwurst and sauerkraut. So
it's Germany.
Germany.
Oh, is this the Brandenburg Gate? I think. Do Brandenburg.
Okay, we'll go to Brandenburg. God, I don't even know where the fuck that is.
This is Germany.
Germany. Okay, let's do. Do you want to do?
All right. Is it Lux? It's okay. Yeah, it's Germany.
Merkel.
Merkel.
Merkel. Okay, we'll just do Germany. Middle of Germany.
Hey, Berlin.
There's Berlin. I don't know where Berlin is.
I don't think Brandenburg's even a place.
I was 159 miles from where it was, so it's not bad. Let's see. All right. Well, this is
Greece.
It's got to be. These look super, super old. Let's see. Let's try. Whoa.
Do you like Athens?
You want to do Athens?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go Athens. Hell yeah! Look at that, Zach. You're 14 miles. Nice. We're doing well. We are well traveled.
Shabby. It started a little rough, but
we were okay. Wrong country, but we weren't that far. That's a good thing about Europe.
The park.
Easy.
We
know where that.
Yeah, okay,
South Dakota. Oh no, that's not my guess.
Yeah, in the middle, right off the coast of Papua New Guinea.
See, we know America. We know America. Crow Creek Reservation. Where is it? Rosebud. I want to get super close.
I don't think it gives you bonus points for being right on top of it.
I know, but I think it does at the same time. We'll just.
Is there a little thing that says?
Well, we're looking at rocks, right? Because it's South Dakota. It's got to be. Yeah,
it's the fucking. Fuck. What was it called? The fucking faces.
What? Are you kidding me?
I hate doing this on camera because my mind goes blank.
Yeah, because she's from here. It's Mount Rushmore, dude.
Mount Rushmore, yes.
You say Mount Mushmore?
Mount Rushmore.
Okay, I was 163 miles. It's okay. We knew the state it was in. That's what matters. Final round. Okay, that's Space Needles.
Seattle.
That's Seattle. Wait, Toronto.
Oh wait, no. Yeah. No.
It's Toronto.
Yeah. But Seattle is right off the coast of.
No, there's no fucking way.
Yeah, it is.
Right off the coast of Toronto.
Do Space Needle.
Great clue. Thanks. Seattle is no. So we're doing Space Needle. Why can't it show up on a map? Holy fuck! I told
Ooh.
you. I told you. It was Toronto. Like Toronto was literally written on the side of the building.
British Columbia is what I was
Fuck
thinking of.
you.
I took a boat from Seattle to Canada.
We
at
were
one
very,
point.
very far. How far do we? Good job. You got the required points and complete. We got the required points. So that's I'll count that.
Yeah. Bare minimum.
So
American excellence right there.
All right, let's do capitals. We can do better with capitals.
Sure, yeah.
You don't need to give me a time. So
oh god, this is way worse.
This sucks. Okay, so
this is just a okay.
It's not America, I don't think.
What was a look at the street signs? What do those say?
Well, let's see.
Okay, that's
Indiana. It is America. Fuck. Indiana Avenue.
What's that one?
D Street.
D Street. Oh, thanks.
No, she doesn't need a street.
Walk down the fucking street. Like this is just all fucking.
Oh, Washington.
Okay, Washington. All right, well, there you go.
Well, we don't know if it's Washington D.C. We need to know if it's.
We do know it's in Washington though.
Is it? Because it's technically in D.C. It's technically in.
Well, that's the
DC.
Washington Monument, so it'd be Washington D.C.
All right, Joe. Just.
Well, there you go. It's.
Yeah. All right. We were 4.5 miles from where it was. All right. Not bad. Not bad for a first one. All right. Not
this
America.
This is not America. Go look at that statue.
Statue? You think that's going to be a clue?
Could be.
Gustavo Erici.
Okay.
Who are you?
Wait. Where would this be?
I don't know. This man is.
This looks like it might be.
Wait.
Trying to place the architecture.
Retar Hustorgit.
Spotify.
It's like the language. It's definitely okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely Danish-ish. You know what I mean?
Like Sweden, maybe.
Sweden. You want to guess Sweden?
Yeah, I think Sweden.
Centrum,
or maybe Norway.
What do you think? IKEA, Sweden.
IKEA, yeah.
There we go. Thanks, game. What is the capital of Sweden, Zach? It's Stockholm.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna guess in time.
No, I didn't. That was close.
Yeah. I just have to click on the capital. That's the good thing about the capital category. All right. Let's see.
This, judging by the state of the street, I was gonna say America, but this might not be.
This looks more .hu. Hungary? OTP Bank. That looks like England, or like the Parliament. Oh, hold on.
Omega. Evanescence right there.
Are they British? Okay, but they tour all the time, and they could be anywhere.
Okay.
Dessert. Sochki? Hungarian food. Well, that doesn't mean anything. I did say Hungary. I did say Hungary because it's .hu was that one website. So
yeah, I'd go with your gut there.
Go with my gut. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe it's Budapest. In case you didn't know the capital, Zach. Yeah, I need to learn flags too. Hell yeah. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You can't see because the thing is in the way. Hold on.
Apparently,
look at this guy.
Evanescence has a big presence in Hungary.
Wake me up. Wake me up in Hungary. All right. Nice. We're doing good. We're doing a lot better than we did in the landmarks.
Okay.
Definitely a Latin country. Feliz 20
yeah,
años.
Yeah, they're Spanish.
You think Mexico, Spain?
Let's circle around.
No U-turns in this country. License plate definitely is telling me somewhere. It's probably Europe.
Can you go in that little parking lot over there?
This parking lot? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can go anywhere you want, Zach. This is the world. This was the opposite direction. I went
This is good too. Let's look at this.
Specialis. Okay, I think that's what flag is that?
It's a good question.
Shit.
I'm gonna guess.
I'm gonna guess Spain.
Maybe like
it's not Spain's flag.
I don't think that's Spain. I was gonna say like Honduras or something.
Honduras. You're thinking Central America. Well, there's Shakira. Is she from Honduras?
I don't know.
Well, damn it. Damn it, Shakira. Right? She says her name like 3 times.
I don't know.
Listen to Shakira, everybody. What do we think?
That
was going to be a big clue. It's clearly not. Just a random street, man. That's not letting me go further. Fuck. Yeah, the shape of the country, I think, is going to be a huge clue. I think they were.
Yeah.
So you're saying Honduras.
Oh.
That's not.
No, that's not it. Scroll down. Scroll down.
I think it's south.
Just look for the shape.
The shape of the country?
Yeah.
Venezuela?
Oh, it's Colombia. Colombia.
There you go.
Yep.
Nailed it. Next game. The Bogota. That was the first clue they gave us. That's not fair. That was a gimme. That was a gimme. I don't feel right about that one. Let's see. Well, Asia. Japan.
Yeah.
That's Japanese. Yes, it is. I can tell the difference. I am so
So then it's probably
South Korea.
Like
it's South Korea because that's BTS, right?
So what's the capital of South Korea?
That's Seoul, Zach.
All
Fucking
right.
look at a book or something.
No, I meant that was like okay. Choose the capital of South Korea.
Let's see. Watch. I was so confident in Japan. Yep. There we go.
Yeah, I love how you doubled down to. You're like, I can tell the difference.
I can tell the difference. Well, as soon as BTS showed up, I think that was BTS or twice or whatever. We did good. We did really, really good.
Yeah.
All right, how are we doing on time? All right, we could play one more round. Zach.
Oh God,
this is a big one. We could do USA all day. We could do USA all day. Actually, you know what? I think
Don't say that. Don't say that.
All right, then we're doing USA. We're doing USA because I definitely want to. I want my hubris to bury me. So, palm trees.
This is
Miami or Hawaii.
Yeah.
Or Florida.
I'm guessing Miami.
Let's look at this.
Like or Florida area. La Costa.
Yeah, La Costa. I guess that's the hospital or hotel or both. Wait, what was that street sign? Fuck, hold on. Gotta turn around. Damn, same street. I'm stupid. I don't know how streets work. It's Florida. It's Florida.
Yeah.
Damn it, game.
But where in Florida? I'm gonna guess it's somewhere on the.
It's on the coast
or the east coast of Florida.
You think? I guess Tampa or Miami?
I'm gonna guess like West Palm Beach kind of area there.
Okay.
Or like
you have more experience in Florida.
Jacksonville's too high up. I think it's gonna be like, and I think Orlando is like right down there.
Let's see. Fuck, it was Miami. Yeah. But you know what? It's a good guess. I'm surprised that you could tell the difference between the East Coast and the West Coast of Florida.
Yeah, I wouldn't think I would have been to Florida enough times to tell the difference, but apparently I have.
All right, fair enough. Let's look at the streets here. Michigan Avenue. We're in Michigan.
None of this fucking matter. Like I'm looking at this store. It's like, ooh, a Subway.
Well, clearly we're not in Spain.
Roosevelt.
Chicago Hotel. Are we in Chicago?
That's Chicago.
We're in Chicago.
We're in Chicago.
See, I feel like I need to turn off the clues.
Well, I mean, in this scenario, it wouldn't have really mattered because you turn around and there's a huge fucking banner that says "Welcome to Chicago."
Yeah. 1.3 miles away from where we needed to be.
All right, let's see here. Union Street.
The airport is in Spanish. Something.
Well, that's just the name of the airport.
Is that the word for airport?
No, that's a San Diego. It's San Diego.
God
There
damn
you
it,
go.
clues. San Diego. But I was right because I was leaning more towards a Spanish-speaking city.
Yeah, because there's not many Spanish speakers in California.
No, I'm saying like when I said Embarcado or whatever, like I knew that it was gonna be a mainly Latino type of culture in that city, so it wasn't gonna be Seattle.
Could have been.
Ivy Tech.
Oh, okay, that's not helpful. The Westin, Indianapolis.
America, be more like confusing. What is this? What is that?
Apparently, that's the flag. Huh?
That's not the flag for Indianapolis. Where is Indianapolis? Is that?
It is. Is it Indiana?
It's not. No,
it's Indiana, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. Go right to the right. There you go. Down. Zoom in. Yeah, right there. Right there.
Where?
Right at the top. Right there. Where it says Indianapolis.
Okay, I see. Stupid state. Stupid city.
The city of Indiana within the state of Indiana.
We don't know our own country. We're dumb as hell. Oh God.
Okay.
This is definitely East Coast.
Old architecture.
East Coast.
Is giving me New York vibes.
Annapolis.
So
that's
not Maryland.
Well, yeah, not Virginia's. Maryland. Baltimore? I mean, it's Annapolis, so doesn't it have its own?
Just scroll in, go down, and scroll in all there.
Westminster. Yes, we know where it is.
Yeah, it's in there.
There it is. Annapolis. Boom, baby. 23 miles. We did great.
I don't know how much it counts if literally almost every single one was like, it's the city of blank.
All right, final test. This is
but I do feel good about being able to peg that certain area of Florida.
Good. I'm really happy for you. That was that one. We knew it was Florida almost immediately, but
the armpit of America, but
it truly is. Round 1. Fight. This is the world.
Okay. The old statue.
Lisbon. A cidade de Lisboa. I'm gonna guess Lisbon. I know we're doing it already. I want to turn off clues. Can I turn off clues? Emojis.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh well. I just feel like
we've played this game too far into its life cycle.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck yeah, look at that. Hell yeah. I'm super proud of myself.
Good job.
If you couldn't tell, I'm high-fiving myself so much right now. Let's see.
All right, let's look here.
Super quick too. Bolton via Salford, England?
Scroll out a little bit.
Oh, there's the Beatles.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
That's not the Beatles, but yeah.
Is that not the Beatles?
No, I think that's Oasis.
Yeah, but still. the not as good Beatles.
It's definitely not the Beatles.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, it's not Oasis either. What is that? That's Swiss, right?
Yeah, I think, or Norway.
Yeah.
Everything looks like it's in English though. I'm not seeing anything translated. It's a Thai restaurant. That's man looking at me. Okay, that's
Manchester. It's Manchester.
That is Manchester. You're 100% positive.
Yeah. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay, we're going with England. Go with Manchester, right there. Fuck! Good job. So we were right, and then we started doubting ourselves.
Yes, yeah.
That is the English flag. It's the red cross with the white. Yeah. That's like just England, I think. I'm not sure.
Okay. This is Asian.
This looks Chinese. But that's, I don't know.
Pagoda.
Yes. So I could be entirely wrong, and that's not Chinese. It's Japanese. That looks Japanese. I don't know. I need to go out. I need to read a book more. Read more books. Nintendo. It's Japan.
Yeah, there you go, Dan.
So you want to just go Tokyo or?
Yeah, probably Tokyo. Yeah. I mean, Japan's pretty small, so.
Is it?
Comparatively? Yeah.
Osaka. It was Osaka. But, I'll take that as a win. Round 4. Almost done. Doing pretty good so far.
Not too shabby, not too shabby.
The clues are giving us a lot.
Peter Light. What is that sign? Victoria Street.
Yeah.
Canadian Press. It's in Canada.
Canada somewhere.
That needle again. Oh, there it is. Vancouver, right? Was that it?
You want to guess Vancouver? You want to just? Yeah. We're not even gonna try. We're not even gonna try, because it fucked us over last time. Where was it? It was
it was Toronto, right? Toronto. Yeah.
Well, I accidentally clicked the middle of the ocean or lake. I'm still closer than I would have. Yeah. We're on a boat when we're looking. Last one.
The shell.
Yes, the shell. It's in Europe. It's in Europe. We got that plus.
Yeah, the telephone.
Oh, that's oh fuck. That's not Europe. That's South Africa. We're in South Africa. That's the South African flag.
All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah. How much? I mean, do you want to put any money against that? Do you want to?
No, I trust you.
You trust me?
Yeah.
All right. Don't ask me why I know the South Africa. See, there's nothing.
Yeah, there you
go. Mandela. I'm fucking brilliant. Yeah, look at me.
I was gonna say it's a little inland to be on the coast, but
whatever, man. The capital. The capital. I'm gonna be pretty close to any major city. That's just how.
Is that the capital? Because yeah, it is.
Cape Town is, yeah, but Johannesburg is like the big city. We did amazing, Zach.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Claim my reward.
We take those.
Yeah, confetti. All right, Zach. Thank you so much for traveling the world with me.
You're welcome. It was quite the delight.
Initially, this was going to be I was going to have us like build an itinerary to actually travel to somewhere, but I realized that we might accidentally dox ourselves, so I chose to pivot to GeoGuessr. It's always fun.
Probably a good call.
I think we did really well. I think without the clues, we may not have done as well.
No, those definitely did the heavy lifting on quite a few of them.
So we might.
You know what? Like I said, we take those. Take those.
We will. I'm going to try to figure out the kinks with this, and then we might play another time.
GeoGuessr hard mode.
Hard mode, yeah.
Survival mode.
Well, have you seen the guy who like does it based on like just checking the dirt, like he's only looking at the ground? Yeah, or he does it like blindfolded somehow, and he like people describe it to him like, oh yeah, there's a yellow post here. Oh, okay, then it's in Lisbon, Portugal. What? Okay,
that sounds like a lot of time. Like for all I know, he might have studied for that.
Yeah,
like,
looked at maps and pictures.
A higher form of education, but that's a lot of time and practice that I don't want to indulge in.
That's true. Well, thank you so much for watching the Good Goose podcast. Remember, if you wanted to follow us on social media, you could follow the social media links that have been popping up in the corner down there, or you can just look it up in the description if you're watching us on YouTube. You can also help support us by visiting us at patreon.com/goodgooseinc, where you can donate as much as you want. Every little bit helps. It helps improve this podcast in every little way. If you want to buy a cool new shirt or hat or beanie or any kind of cool little button or sticker, we have a merch store. Just head to store.lightscameranonsense.com. Still outdated, still fun. We're working on that. And by working on that, I mean I need to talk to our mutual friend about fixing that. But anyway, thanks so much for watching yet another episode, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.